Good morning, welcome to another weekly prep where I take you guys along on my weekend. We have a bit of a crazy weekend planned. Our oldest daughter's turning 8 tomorrow and we have a dance recital today. We have just, I don't know, life is just crazy. If you aren't aware, we're living in crisis mode right now. My dad had a horrible accident almost a month ago now, and he fell off a roof and fell 15 feet and landed on concrete, broke most of his ribs, fractured his skull, has a traumatic brain injury. So he's been in the hospital. He was in the ICU for 3 weeks, I want to say, and then he's now on a general floor and we're trying to figure out where he's going to go after. But it's really complicated and very stressful. So I've been trying to get to the hospital every single day if I can. My daughter requested I stay home all day on her birthday, so I'm going to honor that for tomorrow. But that means we have dance recital today. I'm gonna go see my dad for a couple hours. Then my mom didn't want to disappoint her granddaughter and not have a little birthday thing for her like we always do. So we're going to her house for supper, which we haven't done in a month, which normally is our Saturday evening tradition. So it's just kind of crazy. We're not going to go to church tomorrow because I literally, Friday was so overwhelmed. I already feel like life is hard as a mom without crisis mode happening. So I just need a little breather to get things figured out on Valentine's Day stuff, and I just feel really behind on life. And so we are gonna just get a lot done this weekend. I have some things to show you. I like rearranged the whole house. That was a day when I was super stressed out, and I just apparently make changes to my house when I'm stressed out. And I think it's just allowing me to control something because the rest of my life feels so out of control. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Take you guys along on our weekend. Hopefully you'll get some motivation, maybe a few laughs, and just, if you're going through a hard time, you're not alone. So many of us are, and it's really hard to just keep up with life when you just want to lay in bed all day. But life goes on and we gotta get through it and just try to find little pockets of happiness along the way, I guess. I painted my nails last night and watched Gilmore Girls in the process. I'm not painting them in forever, so it just felt kind of good. So we're just gonna have an easy breakfast, some freezer chocolate muffins I'm gonna heat up, and then I'm gonna make a bunch of eggs. I think we'll make up some hard-boiled eggs tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make bulk scrambled eggs this morning. Breakfast, vitamins, chocolate, protein, muffins, oranges, and scrambled eggs. I'm having my favorite egg cheese sandwich. I like sand sourdough, but I really like a nice super soft bread for a sandwich. So like I said, I did some rearranging. I thought I would show you guys. The main thing was we had all our toys. We had that thing behind our couch and all the toys here. And the kids love to play like the cafe, and they set this up and then they'll come and take toys out and it gets everywhere, or they'll try to take them over here, but then it's a headache to try to get them to put them away. So I really wanted that to be over there so that they play with those toys in this area. And then these are mainly just, this is like my Sunday basket, which I have a whole video on that if you guys are interested. These are Duplos, which they have to ask to take out. We could take them to the dining table. And then we have magnet tiles here, which I can bring out for them as well. And then we just use these little nooks for some extra play food because they really do play with this area every single day. They love it. And then I need to do a toy rotation tomorrow. I have not actually cleaned the floor from moving the furniture. And I also moved rugs around. I was so sick of this rug we had, this blue rug. We've had it for like 9 or 10 years and it still was shedding, and it had long fibers and stuff would get stuck in it. It was so hard to clean, and I just got fed up. And I threw it away, and I brought this one from Bryony's room, and I really love how it looks in here. And then I just did kind of like a rug switcheroo with some other rugs in our house. And then here I put, this was actually here. So I put this here. One day we will put a piano here, but for now this works. It's just a file cabinet that's blue. It doesn't look like a file cabinet, and it's like a nice little reading nook. My 7-year-old has been reading here a lot. She really likes it, and it just looks really cute under the stairs, or under this little railing thing. And then that was from in the dining room. So then in the dining room, I brought our buffet over here, which used to be over here, and now I brought this dresser up from in the playroom because basically, this was in the playroom because that was our homeschool room, but we don't do homeschool in there anymore. And this has so many like table activities and puzzles and things that we want to do up here. So I wanted to be able to bring this up here. It's not the perfect fit. It's kind of tall for this area, but it's good enough. And then I just have like washi tape and crafting things. I have dry erase markers because we have this dry erase board under here. Our markers, some books we reference often and things like that. So that's worked out really well so far. And then I sold this table, like bar stool table and stools, because that was just a temporary thing while our girls, you know, we had 2 bigger girls and 1 little one, but now they can pretty much do all the same things. So I got rid of that, sold that, and brought our desk in here, which is great if we're watching videos for homeschool or like how to draw certain things or whatever. We can play that on here while they're sitting at the table, and it's just a nice central location for our main computer. And I have our bluey decorations up. We leave those up for like a week until the birthday happens. And then now that the dresser's gone, we can play with this magnet board. I can move the nugget over here down in our playroom, and it just, sorry, it's so bright right now through that window. It just works really, really well. I have this cube unit that was in the living room. So I put a dollhouse on it. So this has gone really well, and I just got this rug from Walmart. They have like these 5x7s for $30 to $40. So I'm loving the changes. It was kind of crazy moving everything around, but it just gave me a sense of accomplishment. Okay, this is taking way longer because the internet was being silly and then the computers were being silly, but I made Celia's little, took her picture and then brought it into PicMonkey. You can do it in Canva as well. And I do it on an 8x10 size file, and then I just, you know, I use a template that I've made over the years for the girls, so I just do little facts about her for her birthday. So I have that, and then I can print it out, and that will be like her scrapbook of her life to some degree as she gets older.
Just got back from our dance recital. It was cute. It was quick. It was just for the little girls this time. Not the whole like spread of classes I take just for kicks. But here's a quick lunch because Gwen's got to go down soon. We got leftover cheese pizza, cucumbers, and strawberries. Gwen is down for a nap. Just gonna take care of some stuff around the house. But Bryony wanted to help me feed the bread pet. So, like I said before, no sourdough expert. Just make bread every day. Today's sourdough Saturday, as I've dubbed it. Follow me on Instagram, sourdough san. sourdough_san at Instagram. So 1-to-1, 1 part flour, 1 part water, 1 part starter. So I'm gonna have Bryony weigh out the flour. So we're gonna do 5 ounces. Okay? 5 scoops of flour. No, you just take this.
And you
here.
Do a full scoop.
We go to 5. No, not full. Put it on there. We gotta go to 5. Just shake it in. Perfect. That's it. Gently pour in until it gets to 5. Slowly. Ready? Put it together. Slowly.
Starting to look like bread pack.
It will. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Alright, a little bit more.
Doesn't look like
circle.
Doesn't look like
anything right now, right?
This doesn't look like a whisk.
Right.
Start singing?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Celia. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! Just got back and laid the girls down after supper at my mom's. Celia got some good gifts. This, did you guys play this as a kid? I actually saw it at a like a toy shop and texted my mom because I had already bought Celia's gifts. I was like, that would be a great game. I love that as a kid. So that'll be super fun to play as a family. It's been just the craziest, busiest day. Glad it's winding down. Tomorrow our main things is just Celia's birthday. I mean, I have a ton of things I need to do, but we're gonna go out to eat for lunch for her birthday. And that kind of thing. I'm gonna do a couple of things tonight, make her a card, which I always do, and then set out her gifts. And then I usually put these, it's like photo backdrop, like streamer things on her doorway. I do that every birthday. So when they come out of the room, like it's festive in the morning. Yeah, sand vacuum during nap. Did you do bathrooms yet? And I think you guys saw him making sourdough. So it's just been boom, 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 things all day. So I'm just excited to relax a little tonight. I always make them a handmade card every year. It's just special. It doesn't have to be super expensive or creative. It's the thought that counts. Got the photo drop streamer things on her door. I'm so excited.
8 o'clock is usually about the time I start doing bread. The house is quiet, garbage are ran out, things like that. Just some side stuff in the house that got done. Sourdough is nice and bubbly. I'm just gonna show you really quick. Fed it this morning, and I stuck it up in a warm spot, which it happens to be right above my refrigerator. Very good spot to put sourdough starter to let it kind of start getting bubbly and ferment and stuff like that. Very nice trick I learned. So this guy is ready to roll. I should say she's ready to roll. Juniper is ready to roll to make some awesome bread products. Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. Cinnamon roll dough with sourdough starter. It's actually a lot easier than I thought. I'm gonna stick it in the oven with the oven light on so it can improve, and we will have these for breakfast later.
Yay, Yodo card.
Yay!
It's older.
Yeah, I didn't know Nana was getting that. So, do you have stripe in them?
Oh no, I don't
Okay.
have these two.
Okay, good job.
Come on.
Just wait.
Oh no!
Blanky.
Yay, Mom's blankie.
What do you think?
I love it.
Is it so soft?
Yeah. Bite them and be shut. I like it. Oh, yay! You can't bring in the cream. And now it's stickers.
Those are tattoos.
The tattoos.
And maybe you would share.
Mom, I like it. 11. I think it is like Lego.
Had to whip up some cream cheese frosting for the cinnamon rolls, and I'm gonna take a peek right now. They are looking really good. The recipe tells you to proof it overnight in the refrigerator, but we're making do with what the time we have.
Sam made up some hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, so we have those for the week. I've just been getting random stuff done. They have dance pictures tomorrow, so I was getting that filled out, getting paperwork into the preschool backpack, and just all the things. We're just waiting for the cinnamon rolls to be done. I'm gonna do a toy rotation later today. Just all the things. So it's gonna be a busy day, but it's just, I've needed a day to just catch up and also spend some quality time with my kids, because it's just been a crazy month. It's been almost 4 weeks. On Tuesday it'll be 4 weeks, and today's Sunday, so just crazy. So then I have a few minutes before the cinnamon rolls are done, so we're just gonna talk about the week. Happy birthday to you. Yay! We're gonna take a little time to put together one of her toys she got yesterday. That's done. That was for my brother. She's gonna probably put that in a drawer in her room to use for her LOLs and Barbies. And this is something I've had no time to help put together. It's this design your own marble run. It's really fun, but it was way too hard for her to do on her own, so I'm gonna do that with her now. Ages 6 and up. I am 33 years old and I am about to throw this thing in the garbage. It's just so stressful. That's as far as I got. We're gonna go to lunch. I'm gonna probably take a week-long break to recover from that. It's like almost 40 degrees outside. Girls are outside apparently shoveling. Gwen is napping and I need to pay bills, and then I'm going to rotate toys. It's something I haven't done now for like 2 months because of Christmas and then my dad's accident. So I just want like the house to feel fresh and new. It's just been something that's really helped me. I actually looked up the other day when I rearranged everything, like why do I do that? And it gives you a huge rush of dopamine, I guess, to rearrange your space. And obviously it helps people who have their life out of control to feel more in control. So that's probably why. So let me know if you guys are serial organizers and rearrangers when life is really stressful and you probably should be doing other things, but it just helps you to like get your home in order. That's definitely me. So gonna get those things done while Gwen's napping, and then it's so beautiful out. I want to maybe go for a walk as a family, but yeah, there's still other things we need to do. So it was fun to go out to eat, but now I need to get some stuff done. But first, laundry. Bills are paid, so now going to rotate toys. I need to put a photo in there. So the main toys I'm going to be rotating are these, and then the ones in the playroom. And then I'm going to try to figure out what to do with this, because I had been rotating out these drawers with different activities, but I find my kids don't really even go in here. So maybe I need to put like a label on there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or something, and just pull those out each day or something. Or I need to be better at pulling this stuff out and just setting it on the table as kind of like a strew. That may be what I do, but I'm gonna probably rotate those as well. And then the only toys we have down here in the playroom are right here, so I'm gonna rotate those as well. If only I could take a nap like him. But now I love that we can use our magnet board now because the dresser's not here, and there's not too many toys in any part of our house, but just enough that they have something to do. This is where we keep our toys that are in rotation, or out of rotation I should say, just in our laundry room above our washer and dryer. So I'm gonna pull these down. Okay, so I actually just pulled out some stuff and put them in. I have a couple empty bins down there. Just stuff that I might want to rotate out to have in rotation, I guess. And then I grabbed some stuff from downstairs. And so I'm gonna take everything out, kind of reassess. Sometimes I just move stuff to the playroom or from the playroom up here, vice versa. Just if it wasn't getting played with that much, but I know maybe in a different space it will. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So down here in the playroom for this month we have little pets and a doctor set, so they can play like veterinarian or they can play, you know, human doctor. Our barn and our animals. I usually always keep these somewhere. My little felt mats that I made with peg dolls and animals, and this RV from Love Every. Our monster bowling set. our wooden Melissa and Doug bus, and our cardboard stacking toys. And then we pretty much always keep the scarves here. I've got our clock up there and some board books. And then I just moved this down here, so I probably will switch out the castle and different things here throughout the year, but for now we'll just do the dollhouse. And then here in the living room we have our abacus. We have this, we're missing one of the balls, but this like ball run, our kids love it. Our Grim stacker, our wooden shape sorter. My girls love playing with cameras and like old flip phones and things like that. Old phones, play money, play phones, microphones. Like so. And then I have an Etch-a-Sketch in here they play with a lot. And then I just threw this little animal noise thing for our 2-year-old. And then this little like activity mat where they can do buttons and things like that, zippers. I have some ponies here, different sizes, and then I put all of our soft dolls here and all the stuff that goes along with the dolls, a little potty, little carriers, bottles, clothes, diapers, that kind of stuff. And then just some little people toys and the Peppa Pig little action figures. Celia is working on her Lego set for her birthday and listening to Ramona, her favorite, on her Yodo. Bryony's building away with Duplos. Sam's putting some dishes away and just cleaned the bathrooms, which is wonderful and appreciated. Now for this little organizer. So what I think I'm gonna do is just put a couple different, like, is it 6 of them? 6 different activities in here, pulling from mainly in here, because like we could come out and pull out puzzles, but I think if I just have some that I rotate out every couple weeks or every month, they'll be more likely to use them. So I'll just every day pull out something different from that little organizer. Okay, so what I'm keeping in here, my 2-year-old plays with Polly Pockets almost every single day, so I'm gonna keep those here. I have just some small puzzles here in bags. Math cubes, MathLink cubes that I can pull out and they can build with. This little cupcake game, we never play the game, we just like making cupcakes out of them. This, like, I think it's learning resources, these matching dinosaurs. Just a couple chunky wooden puzzles for my 2-year-old. This one makes noise. And this one is the alphabet. And then this, like, sorting peg puzzle thing. Now we're just getting our Valentine's finalized because she has to bring them to preschool tomorrow. And it's time for more laundry. So let's chat homeschool. The past month, have just been like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next year for the next school year. Normally I have it kind of figured out by now. I was planning until now to do Ambleside Online. We were doing Heart of Dakota for the most part, and then I was gonna switch to Ambleside Online. I have a core group of homeschooling friends who we get together at least every other week for a co-op, every week for nature hikes. I have not been doing it in the winter because Gwen is super hard to hike with, even in the good weather. But like we get together weekly or every other week and they're all doing Ambleside Online. So like our co-op is just like an extension of that. And so I thought, why not try it? Well, we're in a season with a 2-year-old who, it's just been really hard homeschooling, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she is getting into everything, interrupting, making loud noises. Like when I'm trying to read aloud, like every other paragraph, I'm not even kidding. And I've tried lots of different things, and screen time is like one of the few things that works, but I'm really trying not to do that. So it's just getting to be a lot. So I love Ambleside Online. I think it's great. I just wanted something for next year, I think, where my kids are together in some of the subjects, like Bryony and Celia. Bryony technically will be kindergarten age next school year, but she turns 6 right at the start of the year, and I think I could lump them together for history next year and some other things. So that's kind of my plan. I'm looking into, I think, A Gentle Feast as our main curriculum, which I mean is very similar to Ambleside Online, but it's just a lot more open and go and tells me what to do, and then I can put Bryony and Celia together if I consider Bryony a first grader, because Celia will be in 3rd grade. So they'll both be the Form 1, if you know what that means with Charlotte Mason and everything. So that's kind of my plan, just to take, so I'm not having to read history for both of them, because especially with Amplified Online, like a lot of the books, Celia, who's reading but isn't reading like at, you know, a very high level, and a lot of the books are harder, so they're harder to read out alone anyway. And then I would probably end up reading aloud a lot of their stuff to both of them, which would be double the read aloud time. So I'm just like, I just need something where I'm only reading something to both of them, for the most part. And then they could have like a separate book at night or something for stories, but I think they're only 2.5 years apart. I think it will be fine. I'm foreseeing, like, you know, if my dad is still in the hospital this fall, which as far as I know he will be, I don't know. We're kind of up in the air because he's gotten a lot better, but he's still like, he hasn't gotten out of bed in a month, and he's still, you know, we don't know how walking will go. You know, he's very confused about who he is and who we are and where he is and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to take time, and we just can't predict how much time that will take. And even when he gets home, I want to be available to help my mom as much as I can. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to spend a few minutes. It's 2:30 now. Gwen's still sleeping, and we'll have snack at 3. So I'm just going to look at my options a little bit right now while it's still quiet. And then I think we want to get outside because it's beautiful.
Other than the cinnamon rolls we made this morning that is sourdough related, made some sourdough garlic knots. A little bit of dough, but I think it's going to go a long way. I made 20 knots. So this is going to proof in the oven with the light on like usual for like an hour or 2 before we start baking them. And then they're going to get tossed in like olive oil, garlic, butter, parsley mixture. It's going to be delicious. We're going to have that with lasagna tonight.
The birthday girl requested strawberries with Nutella for a snack. Going for a muddy puddle walk. Prepared to have to wash everything.
I'm ready, Mom. My
Oh, okay.
So our tonight's dinner is, someone brought us lasagna, pan of lasagna. So grateful for all these people who've been pitching in, bringing us meals. Saves time and stress on our end. So we just throw it in the oven and make sides. Today, made also garlic knots, like you said. Parsley, garlic, tons of Parmesan, butter, olive oil. It's so good. Got the lasagna, mixed vegetables. The girls are having mac and cheese, garlic knots, fruit, vegetables, and fish sticks. So we are going to chow down. This looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited for those garlic knots.
I cleaned up supper while San did bath, and then I just got our little homeschool tray ready for tomorrow, just to save myself some time on a Monday morning, and reviewed kind of what we're doing for the week. So that's good. Since I don't film a lot at night, just because it's usually witching hour still, like, I don't know when they outgrow that, but it's usually just like kids are crazy or emotional or both, depending on the kid. So it's just always exhausting, if I'm gonna be honest. But so I just thought I'd share kind of how we do like bedtime, because, you know, we have 3 kids and we still do lay them all down. I don't know when we'll stop doing that. I just find, I don't know what it's like with boys, and every kid's different anyway, but our girls just really like to connect during that time. They open up more during that time, and it just helps them, and it's a good time to have one-on-one time with each of them. So what we were doing, because Gwen, you know, was littler, one of us would lay her down, and then when we were done, then we would, or like the other person would read books, like picture books with the girls, the other 2 girls, and then we would, you know, split up, and one of us would lay each of the big girls down, and we were reading like a different chapter book with each of them, and then like singing and praying and lay them down. But since Gwen is now older and wants to be part of it more, we are now doing, if we have time, we'll do picture books as a whole family, and then usually I will go lay her down, because otherwise she throws a huge fit that's just not worth having. So I just usually lay her down, and San will read, we'll just do 1 chapter book now with the big girls. So Brian, he had already started this, but we just went back to the beginning so Celia could read it too. The Heartwood Hotel series, the first book. They're super cute. And then we split off. Once I'm done laying Gwen down, then we just do songs and prayer with one girl. Like we trade off. So that's how we're doing it. I hope that makes sense. But it's just, that's what we just started doing that a couple days ago, and it's worked well. I'm going to shower. I wanted to start reading this book. I think it's called The Titanic Sisters. I just need a really good fiction book that will take my mind off of life right now, quite honestly. I had all these goals for the year of working out and losing weight and journaling and drinking a lot of water and reading all the time, and you know, 17 days into the year, my dad had a horrible accident. So that just kind of thrown out the window. I'm doing the best I can, but I'm trying to just give myself grace, not make excuses necessarily, but I think that is a pretty good excuse to throw off your goals when somebody you love dearly had like a near-death accident and may spend a year in the hospital. So anyway, just sharing that. It's been hard. Parenting's been really hard on me. I don't have the patience I used to have, but I'm doing the best I can, and so here we are. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend, good week, whatever part of the week it is. Have a good one. Bye guys.